The audiovisual material below speaks from perspective of gender and gender dissident that go beyond normative and the idea of the binary of the LGBTQ plus community. In the recent history of the collective, the meaning of marching on Pride Day has been transformed. It began when it had not yet been named, therefore Pride Day didn't exist. A historical account to contextualize. One of the oldest records we have is that in the ancient world of Native American tribes, LGBT people held various positions. The term two spirits emerged to describe them. But once term ideas with the arrival of Europeans brought with them religious ideas that forced communities to live in fear and hide from punishment. Later, people like William Dorsey Swann, born as a slave in Maryland, has the distinction of being the first drag queen to describe himself. He defended the rights of the LGBTQ plus community and fought for their right to meet by organizing drag balls in Washington, D.C. Coming to modern times, we have three main important social movements, which were the Matching Society, was founded in 1950 in Los Angeles, operating clandestinely due to the hostile social climate. The society provides a safe space for LGBT people, challenging prevailing attitudes toward homosexuality. The society promotes intellectual debates and advocates legal reform. They organize protests, pickets, and fought for decriminalization and an end to discrimination based on sexual orientation. The second social movement is the Daughters of Abilities, founded in 1955 in San Francisco, was a pioneering lesbian organization that was also a powerful force for social protest. Through their magazine, The Leader, and the public forums, they challenging stereotypes, dispelled misinformation, and advocate for lesbian rights, actively defeating social norms and demanding equal treatment. The Daughters of Ability's commitment to education, visibility, and activism has a significant impact on the lesbian community, comprising subsequent LGBTQ+ activism and contributing to the ongoing struggle for equality. The third one and the one most important social movement for LGBTQ+ community in the United States was the Street Travesty Action Revolutionaries, also known as STAR, founded by Sylvia Rivera and Marsha P. Johnson in 1970. Emerged as a revolutionary transgender activist group in New York City after the Stonewall Uprising. STAR aimed to address the pressing problems faced by transgender and gender non-conforming people, with a particular focus on the homeless and sex workers. Their direct action, community support, and the establishment of the Star House shelter for transgender youth challenged discrimination, violence, poverty, and limited resources. The participation of Sylvia Rivera and Marsha P. Jones in protest gave visibility to the struggle of the transgender community, establishing them as an iconic figure in the fight for the rights of transgender people around the world. With the above said, let us return to the present. In 1982, the march in Bogota, less than 30 people covered with masks or makeup gathered in the Plaza de Toros de Santa Maria, marched to the Plaza de las Nieves to celebrate that homosexuality was not longer a crime in Colombian penal code. Now, one of the problems that has been evident with gay pride at least in the last 5 years, has to do with pinkwashing, which is an exercise to capitalize on social issues where the event has become a festival or a party and has been used for brand marketing and not for social reflection of the struggle that comes with being a diverse person. Within this problem, there is an attempt to democratic social movements that seek the protest that welcomes all those who live cisgender and the norm and who are closer to beginnings of Stonewall and struggle for revolution through their rights because gay pride remain in a small part of the community and doesn't welcome all people as carriers of rights. Some violence persists until now, and putting on the table some problems is important. To point out some such as the abandonment by state institutions, the violence experienced by people with non-hegemonic gender identities, and the commodification of the LGBTQ+ movement as mentioned above. We must not forget what happened in Stonewall. It was a revolt with just anger for all the violence experienced by gender dissidents, a search for dignity in a society that simply saw them as monsters, freaks, mental ill people, a society completely closed to the existence of diverse people.